common situation in the valuation of shares involves a dividend growing initially at a fairly high growth rate as the company expands, after which the dividends settle down to a constant growth rate forever. In this case, the first dividend, after it begins to grow at the constant growth rate of G2, is D3. So it is the first dividend of a growing perpetuity. The dividends before that have to be discounted separately. Let's assume that the most recent dividend is $1. That will grow at a rate of 10% for 2 years and then at 5% forever. So we need to calculate all the dividends from D1 onwards. D1 is equal to D0, $1, growing at 10% to give us $1.10. D2 is D1, $1.10, growing at 10%, giving us $1.21. D3 is equal to D2, $1.21, growing at 5%, or 1.271. We should realise by now that that's as far as we need to go. We need to calculate all dividends up to and including the first dividend that has begun to grow at a constant rate. The present value of the first dividend is 1.019. The present value of the second dividend is 1.037. All dividends from D3 onwards constitute a growing perpetuity, and D3 is the first dividend of that growing perpetuity. So if we divide that number by the required rate of return minus the constant growth rate, we get a value of 42.367, and this is the value as at year 2. We need to discount that to a present value by dividing by 1.08 squared, and we get an answer of 36.323, and the total value of the share is $38.38.